Fusion family, we're back at it again in the kitchen, always looking for that next creative idea. I had some leftover plantains in the refrigerator and they were overripe. I decided to make them into some dessert. I'm here for it. Let's get right into it. So these plantains, I am going to be simmering the plantain into with some beet juice. I had powdered beets, and so I just added some water. If you have fresh beet juice, you can always use your fresh beet juice. So we're going to be simmering this into some beet juice with some maple syrup, brown sugar, some baking essential spice mix, a little lime juice, and some pecans. Really nice and simple. Again, I'm using just a powdered beet juice. And I'm just going to add that to my container. And I'm using just about 6 ounces, just enough to cover the plantains, not too much. I just want them to simmer in their natural juices. We're going to be cooking this for about 10 to 15 minutes. It cooks up really, really quick. See, not a lot of beet juice, just enough to cover the plantains. And I probably had about 2 medium plantains. I'm adding a 1/4 cup of sugar because plantains are naturally sweet. A 1/4 cup of sugar. If you want to do less, you can add less. We're going to be adding some maple syrup. And I'm doing about a tablespoon or so of maple syrup. I'm going to add a squeeze of fresh lime juice. Also, you can add some butter. If you're keeping this purely vegan, you can add a tablespoon of vegan butter. I'm just going to use what I have. I'm adding about a 1/4 cup of pecans. Add more, add less. You can use whatever nuts you like. You can use some walnuts, pumpkin seeds, your favorite nuts. And I'm going to adding a tablespoon of fresh lime juice. And of course, the very essential baking essential spice mix. Guys, you can add this to so many things. I love it in hot chocolate. Coffee lovers like to add to your coffee, the cobblers, the cakes, the pies. It has hot cereal. It adds the perfect finishing touch. So I'm adding the equivalent of a tablespoon. The baking essential spice mix actually brings out the flavor in this particular dessert that we're making. And the finished product is going to taste something like the filling of a plantain tart. If you know, you know. So we're going to mix this in really nice. And it's going to simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. This cooks up really, really quick. Really delicious with some ice cream on the side. Eat it by itself. Give you a close-up. Really nice and simple. You know, a lot of times we have leftover stuff and we're just so quick to toss them. And, you know, think of something creative. Think of something that you can do with it. In this case, I'm making some plantain. It's like a plantain tart dessert. So we've been cooking for, believe it or not, about 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and it's already cooked up. Cooking it on medium heat, and it's looking like it's almost ready to go. The sauce has thickened a lot. And again, it's the filling. It's going to taste like a filling of a plantain tart. All right, so we're getting ready to plate this up, and we're just going to add this to a plate, a nice little dessert plate, and add some ice cream to it, guys. It's that easy and it's that simple. And all that good stuff. So the next time you're planning to toss those plantains, stop and think about it for a minute. You know, let's make some plantain tart dessert. Plantain tart. If you know, you know. Smells so good. Let's add a little bit more pecans to the top. Add a little bit more pecans for garnish. You can add your walnuts. That's what we're looking like. Any type of nuts you want to add. Add a little ice cream. Complete. And there you have it, guys. Some plantain tart dessert with a little bit of ice cream on the side. And as always, it's such... Well, let's give this a quick taste test. It is smelling so good. And I know it is yummy. And as always, it's a pleasure.